Taylor Swift says she laughed for weeks about Zoe Kravitz's snake destroying bathroom at her $25 million mansion. Said I didn't see it. Taylor Swift has revealed her true reaction to learning that her close friend, Zoe Kravitz, had accidentally destroyed the bathroom at her $25 million Beverly Hills mansion after a pet snake got loose inside a wall of the room. Swift, 35, opened up to late-night host Seth Meyers about the moment she heard how the disaster had unfolded, having loaned her expansive property to Kravitz, 36, and her mother, Lisa Bonet, when they were evacuated from their own homes during the California wildfires. Little did the pop star know, she was also providing temporary housing for another guest, Orpheus, a Burmese python belonging to Bonet and her family. Kravitz first shared the story during an appearance on Late Night with Seth Meyers in August, admitting at the time that she and Bonet completely destroyed Taylor's bathroom in their attempts to retrieve Orpheus, who had slithered into a hole in the wall. Now, Swift has revealed her side of the twisted tale during her own appearance on the Late Night show, where she was promoting her new album, The Life of a Showgirl. When Meyers asked the songstress about how the dramatic events unfolded, Swift noted that she can't even be mad because of how hilarious it was. "We've all got that one friend. I just remember getting a call from my head of security and him trying to explain this story to me." She said Taylor Swift has showed off her playful sense of humor while recounting the moment she learned that pal Zoe Kravitz's snake destroyed her bathroom, joking that she was just upset she didn't see it. Kravitz, 36, and her mom, Lisa Bonet, was staying in the singer's $25 million Beverly Hills mansion in the wake of the California wildfires, and made their presence known when Bonet brought her Burmese python along. Swift revealed that her first response was, "What snake?" telling the host she was completely unaware there was a reptile living in her home. She added, "I kind of found myself listening to this, and I'm like, okay. And I hate to first and last name a friend, but it's important in this situation. Okay, so Zoe Kravitz and Lisa Bonet are holding onto a Burmese python. It's halfway in the wall. There's a man standing with an axe, who has just chopped up a custom vintage antique cupboard. There's splinters on the floor. They are looking. In my mind, this is an Annie Leibovitz shoot. This is the chicest thing I've ever heard in my life. It's not a problem." Luckily, Swift had a good attitude about the hilarious turn of events, noting, "It just sounds incredible. I'm sad I didn't see it. I can't even be mad." However, the singer did turn the tables on Kravitz by playing a little game to see how long it would actually take her friend to fess up, particularly as the actress had admitted to begging Swift's security guard not to spill the beans. According to Swift, it took Kravitz 3 weeks to finally own up to the incident, noting that it was exactly the amount of time it took to fix the damaged cupboard. When Kravitz finally admitted the situation to Swift, she told her friend, "Dude, I've been laughing about this for 3 weeks." Swift was no doubt just as tickled when Kravitz shared the story with the world 2 months ago, telling the late-night audience that the saga began when she and Bonet moved into the singer's home, having been forced to leave their own properties. At the time, Swift was not residing in the home, instead spending her time after the conclusion of the Eras Tour in New York, while also traveling to Travis Kelce's NFL games, leaving her property available for friends to use. "She was kind enough to let me stay at her house," Kravitz explained. "My mom lives in Topanga Canyon. I said, it's a dangerous place to be. Come, hey." Now, the Honey songstress, 35, who has been promoting her new album, The Life of a Showgirl, has told the late-night host Seth Meyers her own version of the story, including how long it took her pal to fess up to the incident. When Meyers asked the songstress about how the dramatic events unfolded, she noted that she can't even be mad because of how hilarious it was. "My mom has a pet snake. So she has her evacuation stuff. She comes over with the pet snake, and we ended up having to stay there for maybe about 2 weeks." The Blink Twice starlet noted that Swift has a very beautiful house that you want to preserve and take care of, before explaining how she and her mother ended up doing the exact opposite. Kravitz revealed that she was preparing to leave Swift's property, which is a landmark 1934 estate and was once owned by legendary movie producer Samuel Goldwyn, while Bonet was going to stay there for a bit longer. "I had to leave for work, and I was kind of packing up my things, and I was saying to my mom, I want to be a good house guest. I like to leave places better than I found them. I don't even want her to know we were here." In a bid to leave Swift's home in immaculate condition, Kravitz said she was going around the property cleaning up when she received a phone call from her mother. "Which was weird because we were in the same house," she admitted, before joking that Swift's house is big, but still. After answering the phone, Kravitz noted that Bonet's voice was super high, indicating that something had gone amiss. She's like, I'm in a little bit of a pickle. Can you come upstairs?" I'm like, "Okay," the actress recalled. When she made her way up to the second story of the home, Kravitz, whose father is famed crooner Lenny Kravitz, found her mother crouched in this weird way the corner of the bathroom. The IT was then that Bonet explained exactly what had happened, admitting, "So I was washing my face and I had Orpheus, the snake, and I just put her down for a second. Closed the door and she found this little hole in the corner." Kravitz immediately looked down at where her mother was crouching and saw that she was holding her pet snake by the tail in a bid to prevent it from fully slithering into the wall, but admitted that Bonet's grip on the reptile was slowly slipping. "She's holding the snake's tail. They're all muscle. They are very, very strong," she said. "The snake is getting further and further in." In a bid to help her mom try and grab the snake, the on-screen star began trying to come up with another way of removing Orpheus from the hole, noting that the opening was next to a banquette that is built into the wall. I'm like, maybe this hole goes into the drawers of the banquette. So I get down on the ground. I take the drawers out. "No, start to panic," she shared. Kravitz was in such a state of panic that she revealed her mother joked she would have slapped her face had she had both hands free to do so. "I was freaking out," the actress admitted. "But I'm like, Mom, I can't bring you anywhere." At that point, Kravitz realized that they were going to need some additional help to try and rescue the snake, recalling that she called her assistant, Caroline, who was at a loss for what to do. The house manager was there. He comes up, and we're like, "So the snake?" He's like, "There's a snake," she said. At that point, all hope Kravitz might have had of leaving Swift's home perfectly preserved went out the window, with a Mad Max Fury Road star revealing that the pop star's house manager had to take a crowbar to the banquette and the tile underneath it. He starts having to tear apart this banquette. "We